Hey you guys, I thought I was all done with giving these warning messages, but apparently I'm not. So let me just jump right into this word. The spirit of control is running rampant out here. It is looking for its next victim to try to take home in it, and you have to be on guard. I know because I have also experienced it myself, that spirit of control by giving feedback to others as if you're coming off as caring and loving, when really it's a lack of trust within yourself and a lack of low self-esteem that you have about yourself. Monitoring what that person is doing day to day, feeling as though that, say you're working on a project and feedback is given and it's not criticism, but it almost seems like it's a dig at what your idea is about. Anything that is trying to give you feedback that is giving you an unsettling feeling and you don't feel at peace with it, be mindful of where it's coming from, because that spirit of control comes from a spirit of lack of low self-esteem and lack of trust. And that's something that we all have overcame and need to overcome in our day-to-day walk with God. I can say this for myself because I can speak on what I know. I myself have struggled with the spirit of control, and addressing why I'm dealing with that is because of lack of trust and a lack of thinking the situation is going to be favorable if I put my hands on it. I'm telling you guys right now, that spirit of control comes in so many forms. It's going to seem like it's coming in love and out of caring, when really it's to reel you in and to control your every move. Watch what you're doing, making sure that you don't get the joy of being successful or you don't step into your purpose. So be mindful of that. That spirit of control, it's out here running rampant. It is like a one-eyed green monster. It is jealous of what you're doing. It wants to try to hold you back. It wants to try to make sure that you don't get ahead of them. They don't want you to know how deeply low self-esteem that they have or lack of trust that they have. They don't want you to see that. So in order to do that, they're going to be feeding you. That spirit is going to feed you caring tactics almost. And you have to be mindful of that, because ultimately if you're changing your ideas, or you're changing your goals or your purpose only to please someone else, you could be potentially putting yourself in a position where you could be hindering your own joy. And we don't want that. That spirit of control, that's what it does. It likes to take our joy from us. It likes to think that we're winning in the situation because we can have our hands on it, when ultimately we're making the other person and the other individuals and the other group that we're dealing with suffer on the other end. So if you're walking in a purpose and you have great provisions and you see that you're coming against those situations of that controlling spirit, be mindful of its tactics and how it's trying to take the joy from you. The spirit of control, it seems like it's not a big deal, but it actually can cause a lot of it can cause a lot of problems in a lot of situations. So when you see that and you see that things are not going favorable for you because you're seeing that, you're going against the idea that you have versus somebody else putting an idea into you, you have to take a moment and just realize, like, is this me or is that them? And if it's not you and it's them, then 9 times out of 10, that's going to be your answer. So use discernment when you're dealing with that spirit of control. Be on alert, stay on alert. Do not let it find a home within your heart. Sometimes the truth just needs to be spoken out of love. It doesn't have to be harsh. It just has to be spoken out of love. And you have to remember that when you are speaking out of love, you see that person as how God sees them. So if you see that controlling spirit over somebody and you see it over yourself, use grace over that situation so then you can break free of what you're trying to overcome, because we don't want our joy stolen from us. We don't. So that's really all that I have right now. Be mindful of that spirit of control. It is definitely out there. Be mindful of how it approaches you, because again, it's going to tempt you in ways that don't seem tempting, to get you distracted and pull you away from your purpose. When you're trying to overcome that, use God's wisdom and his discernment and his grace, and ask him to guide you through that process, give you strategy to overcome that, and you can gracefully exit a situation without hurting either person, or either group or either work situation that you're dealing with. So again, just, use discernment and ask God to help you with a strategy of overcoming whatever spirit that you are battling with. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. To the next one, take care. See you guys later. Bye.